From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. A little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on first down. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. This defense for the Patriots, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And just shedding him off there. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Well, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still...
And he's got it! Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Room here to run. There he goes left side. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. 68 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. To throw now. Here's Love. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Grover Stewart gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Off the play fake, Love. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake. Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
These two teams all tied after one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lance looking to throw it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here's Lance to throw it. And he'll find the rookie from Michigan, Nico Collins.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there for the Patriots. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there for the Patriots. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Again, McCaffrey.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Lance now to throw.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Cook. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Play action, now it's Lance. A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Oh, look at the juke. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Cook evades him at the 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Cook running right. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, Love.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing. Love. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man...
That is caught by McCaffrey. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Throwing now is Lance.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Now Lance.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The kick by Lambeau is good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd and 2. Love with it. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Love now to pass on first down. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there for the Patriots. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
47's the mic.
Glove. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that once
in trouble and the ball's out. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Following the interception, Love to the right side and complete to Atwell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on second and a yard. To throw now. Here's Love. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback, a hot route, so to speak.
And He's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Donovan Peoples-Jones
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Patriots 23.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On play action. Love to throw. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Escaping the pressure right. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders, had intercepted.
Ricardo Allen with a pick.
And the Patriots come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Love. Open man is Uzama. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzama.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love.
That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup there on the run.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Lance now to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
On 26-yard line.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he is going to be out of bounds here, short of the line to gain, so that will be a turnover on downs. Well, there's 2 sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And down to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. For the defense, the problem wasn't so much that they let him catch that drag route. It's that they had nobody around him after the catch.
As you well know, when they make the catch, you have to make the tackle on the spot. Those yards after catch are the yards that kill a defense because it keeps drives alive.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Lance. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Flush to his right.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Lance now on 1st down.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And they can't bring him down. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is secured by the Patriots. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there for the Patriots. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 26-yard attempt. His kick is indeed good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
One final try now for Lance. That's complete. It's Cook.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still